Hi guys, I'm Cows and Cookies, and I just got a massive PB in 1.16.1 RSG, and this puts me in the top 2,000 in the world, which is pretty cool. And it's all due to one really lucky thing that happened to me in the later part of the run. So make sure you stick until that. I'm not going to give it away right now, because it's actually a really cool thing. And make sure you watch it the whole way. I made some missteps along the way, but I also feel like I made some really good plays, so I actually haven't looked at this run since I got it. So that'll be really cool for me too to see what I did, and I'll be telling you guys my thought process along the way. So let's start the video. You can see this is world number 696. I have deleted my worlds a couple of times, so I would say I probably have about 1k resets so far, but I'm not sure. And I'm loading into the world, and I immediately see a cave, but I open my pie chart because I am looking for a village, and I don't see any block entities that are in a village, so I decide that it's better for me just to go with structureless strats and go into this cave here. And the thought process here is I'm going to go into this cave and get iron from it, so I can get 8 iron, right? And so I see iron here, I see 2 veins of iron, so that'll be perfect, because most of the time a vein will have 4 to 5 iron, and if there's 2 of them, that'll have 8 to 10 iron, so that's... And I only need 8 right now, so that's good, but these veins actually end up being horrible. The first one is really bad. I dropped my pickaxe here. And the second one is also really bad, but it's fine because obviously you're watching this video. And something I want to point out is this just seems normal, like just easy. I'm just mining iron and cobble, but it's actually it's a thought process going into it. It's all about multitasking. So I smelt my first iron as soon as I can with my pickaxe, and then I'm mining another iron immediately so that I can smelt those 2 iron while I am doing all my other things I need to do, like grabbing the rest of my iron and making my tools. I also get this coal here so that I don't need to use more wood on the surface to smelt the rest of my iron, and I'm getting gravel for our flint and steel later. And usually I want 8 iron so I can make a bucket, an iron pickaxe, and a flint and steel, and another iron that I can use for a shield later if I do fortress first. And I get that, so that's cool. And I'm leaving this cave at about 2 minutes, and yeah, this is pretty good. My plan is to go into the desert because lava pools usually spawn in the desert, and for my lava pool, because you need a lava pool to enter the nether. And there's 2 ways to do structureless. You could either look for a lava pool, or you could dig down at the bottom of a cave, which is called lava dowsing, I believe. And it's actually it works a lot of the time, because usually a lava pool will spawn underneath the cave. But this time I don't decide to do that, because I think, well, there's a desert, and I want to high roll a lava pool in the desert, because boating over there will take less time than, like, digging down all that way to the bottom, to Y11 for the lava pool. But now I'm looking for mobs to burn with my flint and steel so I can kill them and get cooked food, but I don't see any animals here, which is really bad. Not even any chickens, so I'm just waiting for this iron to smelt, and then I'm gonna go over to the desert. As soon as I get 3 more iron, I make my iron pickaxe, and now I am just waiting for my other iron that I may or may not use for a shield later. And I get the iron, and I'm boating towards this desert. And I'm looking, and I can't really see any lava pools. So my plan is just to go farther into the desert because, like, my thought process, as I missed the boat there. And I like this jump, by the way, that's cool. And then I see some sheep. Well, my thought process is that it's better to go into the desert and not find it than other things. But I'm killing this sheep, and I accidentally fall into the water there. But it's better than the sheep falling into the water, because then the sheep would not be on fire anymore, and I would get raw food from it, which is not good. And now I killed 2 sheep. I got 2 mutton, which is the worst that can happen. And now I killed 3 sheep and got 3 mutton, which is still the worst that can happen. And then I finally got 2 mutton from the last sheep. But now I still only have 5 mutton, which is not good. because mutton is about the same health and regeneration as bread, and usually in a village seed I want 21 bread, which is 7 heroes. So this isn't usually, I'm not usually comfortable with this amount of food, but I didn't see any other animals, and I usually like to enter sub 8, so I see this ocean here, but it's not a good ocean, and I like to go dig down in that cave, but I realize I don't have water, so I'm going to go get water. And I see that shipwreck there, which makes me mad because I already have all my iron, but I don't need that shipwreck. But I decide, why not just go into the ocean and look for a ravine? And I see that this part is a good ocean, which is good, and I see a dolphin. I also see a ruined portal over there. And my boat glitches because that's 5 minute lag. So now past that, swimming with my dolphin, and I'm looking for a magma ravine. So this ruined portal, I don't know what's in it. There could be any kinds of stuff. There could be looting. There could be god apples. There could be obsidian, and there could be like 10 obsidian. I can make my portal with it, but there actually ends up being no chest, and the chest was overridden by some blocks, and I cannot get anything from it, which is not fun at all. So I'm just swimming away now. I forget my dolphin because I'm not really thinking about a dolphin right now. I'm thinking of, okay, I need to find and enter fast because I'm getting up to 6 minutes. And I'm not seeing anything, which is really sad. But then I'm going over here and there's really nothing here. So I decide to go into this cave, which I was looking for a magma ravine so I can make my portal with the magma formation. But I didn't see any exposed, so I went into this cave. And so now I'm making doors so that I can breathe and not drown. And I did that. And this cave looks pretty big. It looks promising, and it looks like I'll only have to dig a few blocks, and there might be lava. But then I go down here and I see magma, which is perfect right now. So I put a door here so I don't drown. I do take 1 heart of drowning, but it's fine. And this is okay pace. It's not the best pace. It's okay pace though, considering it's a structureless seed. And I don't want to place gravel there, so when I break that block, the gravel doesn't fall. And I'm now making my magma portal here at around 7 minutes, and this part is kind of complicated. It's pretty complicated, but it's not like the worst. It was pretty easy to learn for me. And now I'm getting a lava bucket so I can kill hoglins later or anything else. And I'm entering at about 7 flat. And I enter, and it looks like it's just a ravine, and I'm going to reset. And then I see that little place there, and well, you can't see it because my face cam, but I'm looking at my entities right now, and my entities will show me where the bastion is. So I'm looking for a bastion, and I think I see the direction of one, so I'm about to go to that, and I can see I can go up, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna build up with my gravel, and then I'm gonna mine to this netherrack wall so I can get blocks and get up at the same time. So I know I have a bastion here, and I know which direction it is. So that's pretty cool at the moment. I see an enderman, so well, first I'm getting blocks, but next I will kill this enderman for a pearl, and then I see the fortress over there. And then I pause because I'm like, okay, so I have a bastion, and I know there's a fortress right there. And I have to make a decision whether to do fortress first right here and then go to the bastion, or to go to the bastion first and then do my fortress. So I decide that I'm probably going to go to the bastion because there's a pearl right here, and if there's, because the only reason I would do fortress first is there wasn't great terrain to the bastion, but I'm talking about this while I'm struggling to get this enderman in a boat. But I finally get him in the boat, and it actually pays off because he does drop a pearl, which is actually proves to be very, it saves me a bunch of time. So I'm going towards my bastion now. There seems to be pretty good terrain, and there actually is pretty good terrain overall considering how many blocks I go to get to the bastion, but it's not ideal. Ideal terrain would be like nether wastes, flat the whole time. I'll break some of those so I can clutch if I need to. It was just a thought that I had randomly in the middle. It's not necessary. And this is cool because I speed bridge here. but it's only like 3 blocks, and it's a back speed bridge, so it isn't the fastest, but it's the one I'm most comfortable with. So I'm digging around this tree here, and there's another Enderman, but I do get them in a boat. Okay, these don't drop pearls though, as I believe. And remember guys, this is the first time I'm seeing this too, so I'm just going based off of memory. I got this a day ago. And that Enderman doesn't drop, and this Enderman doesn't drop, so that's very fun. But I still have 1 pearl, and I'm hoping that'll be enough. Because the Bastion is within 25 chunks of me, since that's my render distance right now. So I'm just hoping it'll be close, and that I can see it within 1 pearl throw. And make sure to keep a close eye on my food situation at the moment, because I'm only at 4 mutton. And usually I like to get mushrooms. And don't know if I picked up mushrooms at this point, but I don't end up actually making mushroom stew, which is what I get mushrooms for. And I'm considering following the train over there, but I realized that it would take too much time. So now I eat 1 more mutton, and I have 3 mutton, and I pearl. So I'm over here now, and I see that the Bastion is that way, and I just juke that piglin because he's mad because I don't have gold armor. And then I run away from him, and then there's other piglins. And then I don't know what to do here, but I'm planning to go up, right? So I go up, and that zombie pigman, because one of those piglins had a crossbow, and that piglin would have knocked me probably into the lava, or it would have lost me a bunch of time killing the piglins in lava, but like that zombie pigman chased them away, which is, he's like, yeah, that zombie pigman probably saved this run. Probably made this the insane pace that it is. That's one of the factors. Which, I like that in the moment, because it's great, because I thought I was going to get knocked off, and I don't. But here's the Bastion. And this is actually a perfect setup right here, because it's right next to some chests, and that's where I can get my gold armor. And this is a housing Bastion. I thought it was stables for a second when I was in the run, but it's actually not. It's housing, and I get a full set of armor there, which is cool. I also take some crying and some string, and not the best chests, because, well, right, you see right here I'm checking, and then I realize this is housing. I thought it was stables, and then I check that it is in fact housing. But I'm gonna break this chest and then run down these stairs, and I'm gonna turn my difficulty to hard so that, oh no I'm not. Yeah, I don't decide not to because I see that no piglins are coming after me. So I don't think I'm going to get a lot of piglins here, so I'm doing the safe housing dig down, even though there's no piglins after me, but it's fine, it only lasts. Yeah, and then I toggle my difficulty to hard, because now piglins are going to get mad. And there's no piglins here, and then there's 1. But then I turn around, and I see there's 2. And then that's it. And then that's kind of sad, because I was really hoping for more piglins. And, like, even 1 more piglin, like 3 piglins is fine, but I believe there's only 2 there, which is sad. I don't get enough piglins, but it's at 12:40 right now, because I don't really pause that much, so yeah, it's okay. It's not the best pace, but it's like I'm not gonna reset on it. And I break. Yeah, I turned to easy, so there's no piglins shot on my face. But I should have made sure that no drops went down below me there in the space. But I was actually kind of nervous here for some reason, because I knew there was a fortress. But in retrospect, I shouldn't have been nervous, because like this wasn't a good pace at this point. Like, this isn't insane pace. This is pretty normal pace for me, right? I mean, it's not normal pace. I don't get this every run, but it's not the best pace. And I see pearls, which is great, and I have fire res, because really all you want from a Bastion is pearls, fire res, and obby. And I see I have 19 pearls, which is more than enough. And I'm just getting some obby right here. So I have 4 obby, which is not enough at all, because now I have 6. Because, well, I would need more obby to make my second obby. And part of the reason I wanted to go to the Bastion first was so that I could go to the Fortress second and maybe educate it for my second portal. So, which would mean I got my eyes, and then see I go down here to check my trades. But I still only have 7 obby. but educated from your original portal is you get your eyes, and then you go back to your original portal that you came into, and then you throw an eye, and then you see the direction it goes. Then you go that direction in the nether, and then make your second portal, and you'll be within 300 blocks of the jungle. But that's my thought process right now, but I decided not to do it for some reason, which actually ends up paying off. But I'm checking this chest now. I'm really hoping it has obby, and it has obby, so which is great. I also got a gold block, so I have 12, which is, you only need 10 to make your portal, but I got 12, which is great, so that if I misplace, it doesn't matter, because I have 2 more. So, I'm going up these stairs right now. I kind of get lost here for a second, because I've never actually gone up this way before, so I know that way is wrong, but I second guess myself, because I think maybe it's right, but then I go back down, and then I see this, which is right, and then I'm going up here at 15:10, which is not good pace. It's actually worse pace than I've been on before, because I've been at, I think there was 1 or 2 runs when I've been at the fortress at this point, and I know I still have some ways to go. So I'm gonna check this chest here to see if I can get 20 obby, but I don't. And I get 52 string, which is enough for 4 beds, I believe. 4 or 5? No, it's definitely 4. 4 or 5. And I'm throwing out all my junk there because I don't need it. And I have lots of pearls. I have 27 pearls, which is more than enough for a run. And now I'm leaving the way I came, because I'm going to the fortress, which was where I know where it is. So I don't need a pyrite, which I did learn recently, which involved using your pie chart to find a mob spawner, which will lead to either a fortress or a treasure bastion, which would hopefully be a fortress in this situation. But yeah, I am running to this fortress, and I get these mushrooms. I think I get 8 or so. I don't know. But those 4 are in a line, so I just decide to turbo through them. And then I consider throwing a pearl down, but I decide to throw it all the way over there to save some running. And as you see, I'm pretty low on health, and I only have 3 muttons still. I didn't eat it all in the bastion, which was really good, because I didn't take any damage. But I kind of forget where well, in the run, I kind of forget where my original portal was. So I am actually doing pyrite here, so that I know which direction it is, so I can just go that direction without thinking at all. And this doesn't really take too much time, it's just changing my chunk viewing, and I'm going here, and then I see that it's not in this direction or any direction, and then I realize I didn't go at the right chunk distance, so that's kind of sad. So it's at 17, which was the correct one, and then it immediately goes there, so I know the fortress is in that direction, which is kind of sad because, like, that's kind of where I imagined it would be. And I'm kind of getting nervous at this point, but because I haven't been to a fortress in a while at this point. But to be honest, it's not the best pace. It really all depends on the blind, and but at this point I know I'm about to get 25-ish minute blind, which is good for me. It's pace for PB for me. And if you saw my last PB video, I really don't want to stick with that PB for a while because the end fight is But as you can see, if you remember the terrain, I'm getting closer. I'm getting really close to my original portal right now. And I'm digging around here. I'm being really, really safe. Which, again, is because I'm getting nervous at this point when I shouldn't be. And I'm kind of rushing here because I realize that it's almost 20 minutes, and I usually reset when I can't find the fortress at 20 minutes. But here, I'm not going to reset at 20 minutes because I know where the fortress is, so it's not like at 20 minutes I'm still searching for the fortress. And I fall down into this vine here and then block, so I don't take any damage, which is great. But also, you might notice I only have 1 mutton now, and I have no healing, so if I want to heal, I'm gonna have to eat that. So I see the fortress now, and I don't know how to get to it really, but I decide at some point to go up, I believe. Yeah, I look down and see my portal, because at this point, I'm still going... Oh yeah, this is a cool pearl. First I slash fire res in case I fall, but I pearl right into this balcony. And, well, to finish my train of thought earlier, I was looking at my original portal so I can educate it. But now I'm killing these blazes, and fire res is really fun because you don't need to worry about blazes shooting you. You only need to worry about them meleeing you, but that's not really important. And I'm doing Fortress Nav right here, which is you go down the nether route, I don't know what it's called, nether route stairs and up the regular stairs, and you go directly away from any balcony. And I'm making a diamond sword right here, which I don't actually think I end up using, which doesn't really matter, but I find these stairs, which are regular stairs, so I do not go up. And now I'm in the good part of the fortress. I eat my last mutton, which is really sad, and then the skeleton shoots me. But I end up killing it, and I get a bow, which could be important if I want to do half bow in strats later, but I end up not. And then this skeleton doesn't hit me, which is good, because I still don't have any food. And now I believe I am either 2 for 3 or 2 for 4. And there's a bunch of stray blazes here, which I like, because if this one drops, I don't think it does. Oh, it does. I haven't been to a blaze spawner yet, and I already have 3 rods, which is really good. And I'm looking around for the spawner here, and it takes me a bit to find one, but then I see one all the way, if you can see on the right of my screen there. And I just have to get up, I jump a bit there, saves a bit of time. And then I'm running through this place here. I'm placing blocks beneath me so that's like head hitters. That's a really cool strat that I like. And now I'm killing this blaze. I have 3 rods, which is okay. And now I'm making a gold pick so like I can mine out the not the fortress, the spawner faster, the blocks beneath the spawner. But then blazes spawn on me. And then that blaze decides to like zoom down on me. And that one drops. That one drops, and if this one drops, I am not out, because I don't leave on 6, because 6 is the minimum, but I decide not to, because it's really not worth it. And I'm still mining at the spawner, and at this point my plan is still to do educated for my original portal, but I actually don't end up doing that. And I'm trying to craft respawn anger so I can dance reset, but then some more blazes spawn, so I kill them, and I get 7 rods, so now I'm out. I'm breaking the spawner because I don't want... My fire res is almost gone, and I don't want blazes to spawn and kill me while I am making my portal. And as you can see, hopefully soon, I decide to just make my portal here. I start to go back, but then I realize it takes too much time, so I make my portal here. I look at my chords, and I see they're good chords. It's about 150, 150, which is... used to be a popular place to blind, but it's not many people blind there anymore, but it's an okay place to blind. And I'm not gonna like go to other ports. So this is the crazy part, okay? So I spawn at some ice. It's in an ocean. I get... What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm making a bed. I'm making a bed so that I can death reset with the bed, so I can set my spawn there and then die, but then I realize it's ocean, so I decide not to. And then I'm going to throw an eye and see where it leads me. And it leads me that way. And I can see... I check the angle, even though it doesn't really matter. I see it lands there. And I see a village there. So I'm going towards the village. I think, okay, this is great. I'm going to find beds. And I'm looking at my chords, and they're both going up, which I think is really good, because that means it's close. And then... well, hopefully... can see this. Look below my screen in the ocean, there is the stronghold. And I paused because at 22:48 I have found the stronghold. And this is insane pace. This is sub 30 pace if the portal room is exposed. But the portal room isn't exposed, and I decided to get more beds because I need more food anyway. But I'm going towards the village, and because I know the stronghold is here, so I know there's a hay bale beneath this campfire, and I'm freaking out right now because I know this is going to PB if I don't mess up the 1 cycle. And I'm throwing my stuff out. I'm just, like, I'm really nervous right now, and I should be because this is really good pace for me. And I'm getting beds because I really do not want to mess this up. And I'm just throwing out anything I can to get more beds. And I check this house so that I can get food, but I don't end up getting food, so I should decide to leave that wood out, I think. Yeah, I should decide to leave that wood there. And I make my 3 bread, which will be enough for this. And the next part is not something that I'm proud of, really, because the next part, you could argue, makes this not PB pace, but you can see I'm death resetting here. I consider death resetting with pearls, and I just do, because that's easier. And then endermite spawns, which would not be good, but I make sure my spawn point is set, and then I kill myself. And then I respawn, I go down to my hole that I dug here, and all my stuff returns to my inventory perfectly. I just need to equip my armor again, and then I place back the dirt and then drop it so I can get that bed. And now I am boating to where I saw the stronghold, where I just randomly saw the stronghold after I threw one eye, but I'm really hoping the portal room is exposed here, but like it's not. And it's not really that the stronghold isn't that exposed, it just I think it's spawned on the coast. But yeah, I'm gonna dig in here because I'm looking and I can't find the portal room, which is sad. So I decide to dig in with my gold pick here. And I hit a silverfish block, which is good because I didn't take any damage. And I'm looking, and those are both dead ends. So that's good because I know this direction. I can't go anywhere. So I open up this door twice and it doesn't work. So I open up again and it works. And I know this whole place is a dead end. And now I'm going over here. I'm going through I should be going through backwards doors, but I'm not because I think the portal room could be here anywhere. So I'm checking literally everywhere when I shouldn't be. And then I see those stairs. You should always go upstairs when you're looking for the starter staircase, which I should be looking for, but I'm not. And I don't know where I'm going right now. I'm just like, okay, the portal room is in the stronghold. I'm gonna find it. This is gonna be really good. But I'm too far, as I kind of realize that in the moment, but I decide, I think it's now that I decide, okay, I'm just gonna go back to starter. I'm gonna mine through this wall, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go through the backwards doors. And I'm gonna go up these stairs so that I can just recuperate and I know approximately how far the stronghold is. But I consider going down, but I eventually just right now in the moment I'm just thinking that this would be so much faster if I just went to starter immediately. And I'm going through here when I shouldn't, and I'm killing this creeper when I shouldn't, and I'm like, I shouldn't be going in here. And I don't think I do. Yeah, I end up leaving. And like, yes, eventually I end up going back. And okay, here's starter. I found starter. I believe this is starter. Yes, this is starter. Okay. So I'm at starter. I go down mid first. And there's a spider and a zombie. I almost get stuck, but I don't. And I go down these stairs, and it's a dead end, and there's some creepers, and I'm about to die. But I don't. So I just leave. Because that's a dead end, and I almost died to 2 creepers there, which is not good, and I decide to eat some sweet berries because I am very nervous right now. I know this isn't sub 30 pace, but I don't... in my mind right now, I'm not thinking sub 30. I'm just thinking, okay, finish the run. I'm going down these stairs, it's a dead end. But this is still, like, by far the best pace I've ever been on in the stronghold. So, I'm getting frustrated right now, but I know that I can spend, like, a lot of time in the stronghold. And this is still very good PB pace. So I know it's not mid right now. And I'm looking for hidden rooms, but there's none. So I decide to go top left. And I don't see anything right away, but eventually, I think it's about now. I'm not sure when I find it, but I find the portal room close to now. I don't think it's down here. Yes, definitely not down here. I need to work on, like, I always get attached to routes in the stronghold, and I'm like, okay, this is it, and then it's not. So, I don't think it's here, but it's going to be here soon. And I'm killing there's so many mobs here, and my axe actually dies. And then there's my diamond sword finally, even though I should have been using that earlier. And I'm going through the stronghold, and I decide to just go back up because it's not worth it, right? And I'm up back at the stronghold. Sorry, not the stronghold, the stairs. And then I see a creeper. And then I see a zombie here, so I'm killing this zombie. And then I decide to, like, I don't know what I'm doing here. A creeper explodes. And I just decide to go down here because... And then I see this portal room. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm at portal room, sub 30. Like, I decide to build up here because I'm really nervous and I don't want to drop down into the lava. And it's like, absolutely have to. And the 2-eye, which means I don't need to craft any more eyes. And I still have my 12 pearls, which is good. I splash some fire res. And I go down. Actually, I just fill in the eyes here. And I go in. And this is still like less than 30 minutes so far. And you can see the bottom number is the in-game time, which is actually what it's timed on. And it's not actually 24:59 right now. You can see it's not moving. That's because it auto-saves at 5 minutes. So I'm turning on hitboxes right now because I'm about to do my 1 cycle. And I have a lot of beds. I get my crossbow out. I end up shooting down 1 tower, I think, which is the worst you can do. But I don't really care at this point. I just want to make sure I make this 1 cycle. And then I place my obsidian there, and I shoot down this 1 tower because it's easy to shoot. And that's 5-minute lag. Me shooting the crossbow but doesn't shoot, and that dragon fireballs me. And I take damage, which is not good because... Actually, I shoot down 2 towers, but that's not good because I don't have any more food. Actually, I have rotten flesh, but I don't eat it. And I have a lot of beds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 beds. That's a lot. I can usually... I would say I can usually 5 to 6 beds, so... I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now, actually. I'm feeling nervous right now. I'm not feeling at all comfortable, but... This is the very good pace. This is better pace than I've been on in a long time. And right now I'm just waiting for the dragon to perch. I'm trying to get that tower over there, but that's not really realistic for me to get because it's too far away. And at this point, I've just decided to wait for the dragon to perch because chances are it's going to perch before 8 minutes elapse. So this is going to be a sub 40, which is like all I was going for at this point. I wasn't even thinking sub 35. I was thinking, okay, I need a sub 40 on this seed. So I'm arranging my inventory. I take out my respawn anchor, even though like I don't have glowstone, so it wouldn't be that in my hotbar. So I would have to quickly switch the glowstone into my hotbar for it to be useful. But I'm just waiting for the dragon to perch right now. I don't know what to do, but the correct play is just to wait here, right? I don't need to be doing anything. And the dragon goes over there, and I'm really hoping it'll perch, and I see it move, and I think it's not going to perch, but then it moves over there, but then it goes into the middle and snaps, so it perches. And I look to see where it's turning, and it's turning this way, so I go there, and I explode the first bed, horrible damage. The second bed is also horrible damage. The third bed is okay damage. The fourth bed is really good damage. The fifth bed is horrible damage. The sixth bed is good damage, and then the seventh bed is just and now at this point, I'm just staying down. I don't know why. It's just, you can see my cursor immediately goes off just to check if I'm recording. And then it comes back, yeah. And you can just see it's shaking because I have no idea what's happening right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's enough for me. I'm just gonna wait until the video shows me slash seedings because that's the important part. And that is my 32:31:85, which is insane. It beats my current PB by almost 10 minutes, which is insane for me. And Well, next, my speedrun goals, I don't even know what they are. I might try SSG, I might try FSG, I really like Icarus, I might try for a sub 20 Icarus on slash seeding. I don't know if I can beat this anytime soon, guys, like, when am I gonna get that blind again, but I'm gonna try for it, and I pillar up here, and I'm really excited right now, and I'm just looking at the surroundings. This is actually not a very good seed. Like, I get that the blind, but everything else other than the blind was average. Like, the overworld was bad. I had to travel very far to get to my magma ravine. I'm showing everything right now because I don't want it to get not verified, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you later. Have a great day.